Hello.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, you are audible, but your voice is too low.
Now, ma'am,
Yes, yes, now you're audible. So, good evening. How are you doing and where are you connecting from?
I'm fine, and I am connecting from Rajasthan. I live in Jhunjhunu district.
Hmm. Okay. All right. I see we are meeting for the very first time, isn't it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So, I wholeheartedly welcome you to your first session with me, where I'll be a tutor for today. And as we are meeting for the very first time, why don't you tell me something about yourself?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, as you know, my name is Arvind Meena, and I am a private teacher. I teach SST in my school, and being a teacher, it is necessary for me that I should know spoken English. So that's why I have been focusing over this language last couple of months. That's all, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay. So, do you teach under CBSE board?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so ninth and 10th, right? SST Social Science?
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Okay. I also teach social science to a few kids, to a few children. So I really love the subject. That's the reason why. So it's great to meet you, Mr. Arvind.
Yeah, ma'am.
So
Thank you,
tell me what brings you on this platform and what are your learning goals?
ma'am. My principal always say to me that you should learn spoken English because your English is poor. So that's why I am here.
Okay, all right.
and
So we
and ma'am
shall.
and ma'am I know about English, and I know about the rules, but I cannot speak because of confidence,
Okay.
and I can understand English easily.
Hmm. So we shall focus on our communication skills.
Yeah, ma'am.
Isn't it? We shall focus on how to speak more fluently, how to interact with people. Because in school, you have to interact with teachers and students, which means different kinds of people, right? So you
Yeah,
have to increase your confidence level and you have to work on your self esteem as well.
yeah, ma'am.
Got it?
Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Okay, all right. So, what's the topic that we have today? Have you gone
Any,
through the topic?
ma'am, anything if you want to discuss, choose any
Okay,
topic.
all right. So, the topic is exploring childhood.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. So, how was your childhood like, Mr. Arvind?
My child, everyone has a childhood, and everyone enjoy his childhood, and it is our childhood is precious for us because we can you know because in childhood there is no need to take worry. So we are totally free at that time. uh, but when we grow time to time, so we have to face most of responsibility. So everyone enjoy their child.
Hmm. Yeah. So, how was your childhood? Did you enjoy your childhood?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, I enjoyed my childhood
Hmm. Okay.
because
So,
yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had many friends with whom I I played. I used to play cricket with them, and I used to go with them to hang out.
Okay. All right. So, tell me one such incident from your childhood days where you enjoyed a lot.
Ma'am, I have a I have a incident about my childhood. Can I describe?
Hmm. Yes. Where you enjoyed a lot. Any
No,
incident from
no,
your
no, no,
childhood?
no, 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 ma'am. We cannot eat that I enjoyed that time. it is a it was a little bit tragedy. Can
Okay,
I
tragic.
can I describe?
Yes, yes, sure.
Yeah, ma'am, when I was 10-year old, so at that time I used to go to school, and it was my birthday on that day, and my father got me got to me a packet of candy because I have to distribute next day among the student in my classroom. Okay, so
Hmm.
since you know that uh, I I was a child, so I don't have I don't have I can't wait. I can't wait, and I thrown the packet of candy at
Hmm.
home. Okay, and then I I picked two candy and then put it in my mouth, and
Hmm.
I started chewing it. Suddenly uh, one of the candy got stuck in my throat. That time I started feeling suffocated. I couldn't take a breath. So there was my younger brother. He he started crying after seeing me, and he called to my mother that he ate candy and the candy got stuck in. After then I was taken to hospital, my and after that I didn't know very well because I became dizzy that time, so that's why. And when I woke up, so that time I heard consulting to my parent, the doctor. A doctor told to my parent that you should not give the whole packet to your childhood. So this kind of thing. So it is a little bit tragedy of my childhood
Yes.
that I
So doctor took it out from your
yeah
from your
yeah
throat, like. So,
yeah ma'am.
so how was the process? What did doctor do? Did doctor operate or what?
No ma'am, the doctor didn't operate me. He had a I don't know, he had a long tools he put into my through my throat inside. I didn't know what he had done with me. I didn't know about that. But my mom told me that he take out candy with a tool.
Hmm. Okay. So you can say the doctor jostled me like this.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. All right. So what comes to your mind when you think about your childhood?
Uh, in my childhood, the only I think that it is a very funny time. It is a very precious time. So that time we cannot do anything. Or whatever thing we need. So that time parents used to get me. I don't have any kind of
I
worry with
cannot hear you. There's wind blowing in the background, you know.
ma'am. I'm seated over my terrace,
Oh,
and
I am sitting on my terrace.
yeah, and I think bridge breeze is blowing,
Wind is blowing.
wind is blowing. So, so I think you might have heard a voice of wind.
Yes. Yes, I have. Okay, so I asked you about your childhood. Like, what do you think when what thought comes to your mind when you listen when you think of childhood, your childhood?
When I recall my childhood, I started laughing to uh, to recall my memory that no, what a precious time I had. I enjoyed that time, and I started thinking about my friend. Now they are far from me, and they are engaged in their life, and I'm also engaged in my life. And when it comes whenever I get chance to meet them, so definitely I talk with them, and I I meet them. And and there are many things when I when it comes to my childhood. And most of time I ma'am, we used to sometime we used to bunk our school with my friends. So
Bung
all
you.
of the but yeah, so this all of this thing, they when I recall, when I remember, so it makes me happy in where, and I start laughing. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, indeed. A childhood days are very beautiful. I mean, it's devoid of cunningness and trickery and all of those things, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
That's the reason why. Okay, all right. So, Arvind, tell me, why are you on your terrace right now? Why aren't you in your room?
Ma'am, actually there is electricity cut, or so that's why I came over my roof.
In, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so please tell me again, like, where are you exactly from? Like, which place?
I am from Jhunjhunu district. It
June.
located in Rajasthan.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard of it. Yes. Now tell me, what is Rajasthan famous for?
Ma'am, uh, there are some famous forts which
Hmm.
was built by great rulers, and there is another famous is that a dish. I think you heard. I think you may heard about this dal bati churma.
Yes, yes, I have.
So this is a famous dish from my side, and when it comes to any occasion, so in Rajasthan, most of family they makes this dish. And even I like it. And when in this we have we add butter. Ma'am, ghee means butter.
Yeah, ghee.
Yeah, yeah. So we add a lot of butter into churma, and after that we eat with dal. And sometimes we also make kheer.
We also make
Kheer.
kheer. Yes, yes, correct. What about Jaipur? I have heard a lot about Jaipur, the pink
Yeah,
city.
yeah,
So,
yeah, ma'am. Actually, I mentioned you earlier that there are some famous fort like Nargad, Jagad, uh, and Hawa Mahal. So this kind of fort is located in Jaipur, and you know, many foreigner visitor they comes, and as well as visitor from other state, they also come to see the precious fort.
hmm. Okay, so have you ever been to Jaipur?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I ha- I had been in Jaipur 2 years
I
for
have
my.
been to Jaipur 2 years ago.
Yeah, I have been Jaipur 2 years ago for my preparation.
For my
Preparation.
preparation. All right. Okay, so what were you preparing for?
That time I completed my I had completed my B.Ed, and I I I prepared for a teaching job. And ma'am, I have qualified my RTET exam, and after that I cracked my teacher teacher requirement. But ma'am, I passed in what it is called, ma'am. I passed in interim result,
Hmm.
but I cannot. Uh, but I couldn't qualify final results.
Okay. All right. So, how did you overcome this challenge, that challenge that happened to you?
What challenge, ma'am?
How did you overcome that challenge? As you mentioned that you could not qualify that exam. So,
Yeah,
that was a
ma'am.
challenge for you. So,
Yeah,
what did you
yeah,
do after that?
yeah, ma'am. I accept it, and I thought that it is this is this is not a time that I should sit up. I think I should prepare some a lot of. I think I missed something in my preparation. So and then I started doing my preparation, and sent uh, whenever whenever I get time, so I prepare right.
Hmm. Okay. So, are you also preparing for some government exams?
Ma'am, I only prepare for my teaching job, government teaching job, and apart from that, I don't prepare.
Apart from that, I did not prepare.
Yeah, ma'am, ma'am, but in this sentence, I think it is called, it will be present simple. So that's why I don't prepare.
I'm unable to hear you.
मैम
Yeah. So,
इसके अलावा मैं और किसी चीज़ की
hmm.
तैयारी नहीं करता मैम सो दैट्स व्हाई वी से आई डोंट प्रिपेयर एनी काइंड ऑफ जॉब
No, if you say I don't prepare, it means आप नहीं करेंगे. But if you say I didn't prepare, इसका मतलब होता है मैंने past में मैंने नहीं किया. Did is the past form of do. So I do not prepare, it means you are talking about the present. If you say I did not prepare, then it means you're talking about the past.
ओके मैम आई गॉट
Okay.
इट ओके ओके
Yes, and never use two words of the past tense in the same sentence, such as I will give you one example. We often say that I did not understood, right?
या
So did is also past, understood is also past. So we do not say it like that. You will say I did not understand. Okay. All right. So, Arvind, let's do a role play. I'll be the principal. You are the teacher. Okay.
ओके
So, what you have to do is you have to come to my office and you have to ask, you have to take permission
ओके
for taking the children out of the class because they have a free period. So, they are requesting you to go out. So, that's the reason why you are going to take the principal's permission. All right. So, let's start.
ओके मे आई कमिंग सर
Hmm. Yes, do. Please do come in.
sir there is a vacant period and people and student are making noise so may I take them outside of the classroom for playing.
So have they completed their syllabus? Is the syllabus complete?
Yeah, sir, I have completed almost syllabus.
Hmm. So what's left? Don't you think that you can use this period to complete the rest of the syllabus if they're shouting?
Sir, people sorry student are saying to me that we to take 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 us go outside for playing anything. So that's why I have come here to ask a permission.
That's why I've come here to take your permission on the same.
That's why I have come here to take your
To take your permission?
with take or to take.
No, I have come here to take.
I have come here to take your permission.
Okay. So ठीक है इतना हो गया. Now you have to take permission for taking sports equipments from the room, such as badminton, ball, and all of these things. Okay? Yeah, so ask.
And sir, may I use equipment of sports? May I use?
Sir, may I use sports equipment from the storeroom? May I take the sports equipments from the storeroom?
May I take sports equipment from the storeroom?
Yes, you can, but what equipments do you require?
Ma'am, sir, I need badminton. I need tennis ball.
Basketball, football, name it. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
so you may, I'll just give you the keys. You take the keys and take the equipment, keep the keys with you, and after the period gets over, keep the balls and the badmintons in the same place, and then return the keys to me.
okay, sir. I will definitely keep them into the storeroom. Thank you for giving me permission.
Okay, not into the storeroom. I will keep them in the storeroom.
I will keep them in storeroom.
Hmm, true.
Thank you.
All right. So you performed very well, Arvind. So, but you still have to work on your speaking a lot. What you have to do is just try to speak a lot all by yourself. Whenever you have free time, like 10 to 15 minutes of your time, speak about any random topic, anything that you feel like. Okay. Like you can focus on reading as well. Do you read newspapers?
No, ma'am. Nowadays, I read in. I have been reading a novel.
Yeah, you're using good grammar, but you have recently learned all of these things. That's the reason why, first of all, you're making a mistake and then you're correcting yourself as well. So that's a good thing, a good sign. So keep practicing. Practice more of grammar, more of reading. Okay, read any books or newspapers, like just read two editorials or the front page of the newspaper. That would be all, nothing more. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And
And ma'am, reading a novel, it is not good for. It is not good.
yeah, it is good. Reading a novel is definitely good. But sometimes books are very costly. So that's the reason why I do not suggest each and every learner to buy books, because then you'll keep it in your house. Because once you have read the book, then who's going to read it again?
Yeah,
Right. But if you read newspapers, you'll get to know about various topics, various words, new words. You can use it in your sentences. You'll get to know about what's happening around you. So that's of use. Okay?
ma'am, can I read city news?
Yes, yes. Any newspaper.
And I have to read editorial.
Yeah, editorial will be there in the newspaper only. You just have to read two pages. One editorial page. There are two pages. After 7 to 8 pages, you will find the editorial page. You have to read that and the front page, because front page has most of the important news that's happening all around the world. Okay. So just do that and practice more of speaking too. Just pick up random topics and speak on that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like the questions I asked you today. Ask yourself those questions. Do this kind of a role play. Just imagine that somebody is there in front of you, he is the principal. So what kind of conversation are you going to have with that person?
But I'm talking to myself. I started this thing, but after some day I started getting bored. And my family member, they started laughing on me. So and so that's why I joined this platform. That
Yes, yes. Yes, I understand. So this platform is also good, but you have to practice more. You cannot keep talking to your tutors. Like you can definitely book a session, two or three sessions in a day. Good. If you can do, definitely. So that is much what you have to do. Like two, 3 sessions every day. If you can do that, well and good. Otherwise, you should practice at home as well.
okay, man, okay.
Like you must be advising students to self study, so that's what you have to do. After you are learning the rules, learning things over here, now you have to apply it. You have to give the practical exam. So you have to self study, do self study. Okay.
Ma'am, I have learned